Hey guys, I'm Anish and welcome back to my channel. So I recently watched Thunderbolts. It is currently on in theaters, and it is doing great. So let's talk about the film. Like, if you should watch it or not, or is it like a revival of the old Marvel, or it is just a gimmick? Let's talk about the film. All right. So let's just talk about my overall thoughts of the film. To be honest, I'm being honest, like through all my videos. So at this point you guys already know, like, if I'm saying, like, I'm just saying it based on my experience, and I'm just want to be honest. All right. So yeah, so guys, I like Thunderbolts a lot. uh, I mean, not at the level of the old age Marvel movies, but it is really good. It is better than Brave New World, which comes later this, which comes before this. So yeah, I like it more than Brave New World. Even though Brave New World also, like, I ended up liking it, but I like Thunderbolts more than Brave New World. All right. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Let's talk about some of the positives first for this film. Guys, I really like a lot. Like, the story is really good. Okay, it reminds me of the old Guardians of the Galaxy Volume One kind of feel. It's like a group of misfits, the characters we never heard of. Okay, a group we never heard of. Even as a comic book fan, I don't know anything. I don't know a lot about the comic books. I don't know a lot about this uh, comic book of Thunderbolts. So yeah, I normally has like a knowledge of all the big comics. I know them, but this is like kind of not on my alley. So I was not familiar, not I was not super familiar with Thunderbolts. Okay, so yeah, there is that. Other thing is, like, it is something new for me, which is same for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I was Guardians of the Galaxy was also not that big back in the comics. Like, back in the days, it was not that big, to be really honest. But it ended up becoming like a fan favorite franchise. So yeah, it has that similar kind of a feeling. A group of misfits who have to survive together to achieve their goal, basically, right? So the storyline is really good. Also, the entry of Sentry is, like, it was amazing. Like, it's been a while since Marvel introduced a superpower character. Okay, like, on top of your hand, like, you can only count some, right? Because back in the days, when during Age of Ultron, the Vision was a huge thing, because obviously after Age of Ultron, like, the Vision can lift Thor's hammer, and his powers are, like, really good, like, the lasers and all. So yeah, Vision was really powerful. Like, we have they kind of captured that magic again with Sentry here. um, but even better, like, okay, because people are comparing Sentry with Superman. So that's kind of interesting. But I understand, because I did a little bit of research, and Sentry come very close to the powers of Superman. So yeah, and he doesn't have a weakness, except that, like, he have like two different personalities. But Superman has kryptonite. He doesn't have that issue. Superman also weak against magic. I don't know if that's going to be applicable in uh, if that applied to Sentry as well. So I don't know that, but yeah. So I think Sentry can take on Superman, like, as of it right now. So yeah. All right, like, let's talk about, like, some of the great moments about the film. Like, I really like, to be really honest, I don't like these characters are basically B-list characters for me. Okay, they are none of the characters are, like, stands out for me, except for Bucky. Okay, which did a great job in this one. Okay, so at first I was like, why they are making a movie around Bucky, but it is not the case. Bucky is like still a side character. It is around mostly the new Black Widow. So yeah, it's around Yelena, but it you know Bucky was utilized just for marketing, I guess, which kind of help which helps the story. I'm not saying like it's a bad choice, it's a good choice. I really enjoyed watching Winter Soldier again in this universe. So yeah, he's like a council man, so everything is great. The thing which I didn't like about the film is like, Valentina. She's supposed to be a mastermind, okay, or just a manipulator, or master manipulator villain basically. But in this one, you know, when back in the days she was recruiting, the team. Like she recruits Yelena, she recruits the John Walker's Captain America. So when she was recruiting them, I thought we are going to see her doing, in a major role, but that was not the thing. I think Marvel has different plans for her, but they just wrap it up very quickly, because I wanted her to assemble a team of villains and to make them fight our heroes, and then maybe we can go for this storyline. But I think it works for the story. But I would like to see more from Valentina, okay, because yeah, she's a master manipulator, and she's a villain. She's supposed to be a good villain, but we got her in the movie, so it was underwhelming a little bit. But yeah, I would love to see her more. Second thing which I didn't like about the film is like, the effects of Sentry. When he again, guys, I'm giving spoilers right now. Sorry, I didn't make the uh, warning before, but yeah, it's a spoiler filled review. So if you haven't watched the film, please watch the film and then come back to this review. All right. So Sentry is like an interesting character. The thing is, I like Sentry, but the effects they used, the visual effects, just to make everyone in the shadow, it was cool. But again, I feel like the effect was cheap but still cool. I was like, it was. I cannot decide. Like it's good, but it felt a little bit cheap because it's just a dust and and the shadow form. It looks really cool on the screen, on the big screen, but it felt like a cheap effect. So I don't know where to put it. Let me know what do you think about this particular effect whenever Sentry dust anyone into snow, into a shadow. So yeah, I would like to know, because it was weird for me and I cannot place it. Like if it is a cheap move from Marvel because of the budgeting, maybe I don't think Marvel have any issue with budgeting, but for this film, I don't know. Again, like it could have been a lot better, but the effect we got is also works for me. So there's that. All right, let's talk about like the moment when Sentry becomes void, a fully black shadow with only his eyes twinkling. So I really like that particular effect. Okay, I didn't know that it is possible in live action, but they did it, and they did such a great job. I have seen that kind of effect in anime, but not in a live action film, and it works really, really good. It works really, really well in this universe, in the live action, and I am really interested for the future of Sentry as well. So yeah, this is another thing which I really like. Also, the thing which I didn't like is like, the whole movie has a different tone, but the last post credit scene has a totally different tone. Okay, so I was like, there is something in a way of the way they shoot the scenes and the color grading that they did. But then I learned that the post credit scene is directed by the Russo brothers. So then it clicked to me like it makes sense, because Russo brothers has a very different kind of editing style or color correction in their films. It is clear, it looks good to the eye, but also keep it grounded. So that's the tone they follow, and that is the thing which I uh, which I was getting from the post credit scene. It's it felt very different from the rest of the film, but that's just basically on the color correction I'm talking about. Okay, the color grading of the scenes, like the whole movie and the post credit scene, is very different. So it makes sense that it was directed by Russo brothers. So yep, because the last post credit scene it looks really good. It felt like you know a Winter Soldier spin-off scenes basically. So you can just place those scene in the Winter Soldier, and you will not notice a different. You will not notice a difference in the color grading department. So yeah, I really enjoyed. I really like that. At first, I have a complaint, but by by understanding like the movie is directed by a different person and the post credit scene is directed by a different person, it makes total sense. So there is that. And like I know like they are calling Thunderbolts the new Avengers, but I'm predicting like in future the title of new Avengers going to belong to the younger Avengers maybe, or some new team. Okay, and this the current new Avengers with Yelena and Red Tornado, Bucky, they all are going to become Dark Avengers. So this is just a prediction. I hope it happens. I'm really interested in Dark Avengers. So maybe they will. This will happen. Maybe this will not. I don't know. But I felt like yeah, I can see them as Dark Avengers because they all have a dark past. Okay, and they are all edgy. They can go to the length where our main heroes will never go. Okay, the Dark Avengers are okay to kill, but our main Avengers are not. So there is that, like I mean, let's see. Like I really like this film. I think Marvel is finally doing something right, and it makes me excited for the next movies, which is going to be Fantastic Four and the post, and also they mention it in the post credit scene directed by Russo brothers, which is going to be directly connected to Doomsday. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, overall, really like the film. Really enjoyed it. I like it more than Brave New World. I think yeah, it's one of the Marvel movies like which we which we get which we used to get in the back in the days. So I really enjoyed that part, right? Yeah. Also, like one more negative before I go. I was going to end it, but I just remember something else. Okay, so it is really hard for me to understand that the sentry was there just for a day or two, and he learned everything about his powers. Like the training montage should have been a little bit longer just to understand his powers. I was like, you just came here yesterday and now you know how to control your powers in you know the best way possible. So that makes no sense for me, but they later reveal it like he still have some issues and he said no too well. So yeah, there is that. It's just something nitpick which I have. So there is that. Alright guys, this is basically my review for the Thunderbolts. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.